If you are someone who leads a team, you've probably come up against a question that this client had recently, where the question is how do I coach and train and equip my people? What's the right way? What's the wrong way? How do I do it? And I guess what I wanted to show you here is how to create a system where you're coaching your people and not going crazy. It's very simple. I call it the Jesus method. Now, you don't have to be a believer like I am to step into this. All you need to know is how Jesus dealt with people. And that's how I would have you to structure the way you interact with your group. Meaning, not everyone gets equal access to you. I want to define a few things. Who are the people that you give your information to freely? You're speaking, but they're not necessarily able to feedback and communicate with you. So there's what I would call the masses, or in Jesus' time, it was the people on the mountain. Who are your people on the mountain? That's one special group. The next one is, who are the 12? So Jesus had 12 disciples that were there with him, and they would travel, and they heard things that no one else got to hear. And in a group, he would say things, they would hear them and write the notes down. But it still didn't mean that everyone got this personal one-on-one time with him. But there were 3, Peter, James, and John, they just had a little bit more special access to Jesus. In your world, who are your top 3? Who are your 12? And who are your masses? I want you to think about separating the people who get access into certain parts of your life. And so as a leader, you went out, you created something, you have an amazing company, you've got stuff to sell, you've got something amazing. And so what often people will do is they say, I have these people, so for me to keep them, I have to be with them one-on-one. That's the way to get them motivated, get them moved, help them out. That's what they want from me. And I would say, yes, that's the fastest way to burnout. Yes, I understand that guilt would tell you that. But if you're building something that is built for the long haul and you want success and you want enduring success, you can't build this way. We've got to use the Jesus principle. First off, let's start with the 3, the people who are closest to you. These are people that you get them, they get you. It doesn't drain you to talk to these people. As a matter of fact, if they ever call your phone, you're excited that they did. You love imparting into them, partly because they take it to heart and they do the things. And these people are the people that are the closest to you. And it doesn't mean they always will, but for right now, these are those top people. And so these are people worthy of one-on-one time with. In your scenario, if you're coaching people one-on-one, I know I call it the 3, depending on the amount of time you have, that is literally 3 people. Sometimes it's only one person that you invite into that type of relationship. And sometimes it's up to 15, depending on how busy you are running the rest of your company. The idea, though, is it's select, it's small, and it's a group that you want to engage with, and they're a group that wants to engage with you. The easiest way to know if someone belongs in that elite group is, are they paying the price? So if you're a coach like me, they should be paying an actual price. There's a one-on-one price. If you're running, let's just say, a real estate company, these are people who probably will be top producers. They will be people who, they hear you and they do what you said. They are the doers, but they're listening, they're talking. There's just an interplay with them, and working with them feels like play. So these are the people who are they're in that top tier. The next tier of people are people that do not get to interact with you on a one-on-one basis, at least not yet. These are people who are movers and shakers. They're people who want to get somewhere. They're paying a price, maybe not as big of a price, but they're really engaged. They love your message. They love who you are. They may not always be on board. If we're thinking producers, these are probably your C to B plus producers. And like if we're talking in sales, they're good, not great, potentially. And these are people where we invite into the group, the 12 in Jesus' plan. These were the 12, but we invite them into a group scenario where we talk to them in a group, where we teach them in a group, where we will even listen to them in a group. They're learning together. I typically think about this in terms of coaching is what shared experience can you offer to people? So a shared experience is something maybe people want to hit the $1 million club, or they want to hit this many listings in a month if you're in real estate, or it's this much in sales, or to buy this many houses, or whatever it is. There's a specific place you want to go, and it's formulaic in that you can give this group this formula. You know how to teach this group. You can get them here, but you're not giving them one-on-one access to you. The only way they go from here to this next level is you notice in the class, you're like, this person gets me, I get them. You can bring them into that upper group, but don't give this group the same type of effort and energy. The final group is, in Jesus' day, he would be up there and he would talk to people on a mountain. And this was sometimes 5,000 or 7,000 people, but it wasn't everyone. It wasn't everyone. Again, pulling from the principle, people who are Christian or religious or in those circles, they think, oh, he was here for everyone, but he wasn't talking to everyone. He says, I was only sent to the lost sheep of Israel, and my sheep hear my voice and they know my voice. And I would say to you, in terms of the people on the mountainside, these are people that you are sharing knowledge with freely. You're speaking your truth. You're standing up there, and this is for everyone. But it's people out there in the whole wide world. They get to say, hey, I really like this guy. I really like this woman. I like what they have to say. And they get to come gather on the mountain. But you're not giving them access to your campfires. You're not giving them access to one-on-one. They may pass through and maybe you answer a question here or there, but they don't really get that kind of access. What they get is they get your knowledge, they get your teaching, they get your learning. And so the way that this plays out is this is podcasts, this is trainings, this is YouTube videos, this is free materials. This is something that is available to the whole company or even people outside of the company. And so that's the question. Who are your people that you love to talk to and serve? And even if they never give you anything back, you feel good giving to them. That's the people on the mountain. Free information, training, YouTube videos, podcasts, all of that. You're serving your people and you love who you get to be while you're serving them. To give a review, that next level are people who they're in your inner circle. They're paying a price. The people on the mountain may not be paying a price. These are people who are paying a price and they want to get from here to here. And you can help them with that. So we connect with these people in a group. And then finally, I'm drawing a pyramid here. At the top of the mountain with you are the people that you love to spend time with. It's not an energy taker. It actually gives you energy when you're serving these people. You love to take their phone calls. You are helping them to reach individual, personalized goals. You understand them and they understand you. And those are the people that I would spend my time with coaching one-on-one. It's a very few people. So if you have a group of, let's just say 100 people, the majority of people are in the masses and you're firing them up and you're sending stuff out. There are a few people who are the movers and shakers. They're in that 12 group. They're in that middle. And then, by the way, the 12, I call it the 12. It could be up to 50 people within that group. And then the top of that pyramid, the top are the people that it's life-giving to you. And people, they can change places on your mountain. But I want you to think about that. When you're questioning how much time could I or should I be spending with people, consider the Jesus plan. Hopefully this makes things easier for you. We will see you on the journey.